Hey guys. If you guys want to share my video in any groups on Facebook, go ahead. Because I just feel like my messages need to get out there. Alright? Not too bad. This ascension has been so horrid. I guess some don't call it an ascension. Everyone's got their own name for it. I call it an ascension, an awakening, whatever you want to call it. I don't think everybody went through it though. It's been pretty harsh. Oh, thank you. Okay, so you guys, one thing I want to talk to you about is those of you that are no, soul walking is something else. Anyway, I don't know if that's actually like the vision I'm seeing or what, but I think it is. It's kind of weird to explain. So if you're a light worker, guys, you need to do extra protection on yourself. You need to do this. Like, you don't have an option, and you're gonna have issues, okay? Unfortunately, not everybody is going to have good intent on you, okay? I've ran into this a few times already. I've had a woman that keeps commenting on my YouTube, like how I need to clean my house and find a babysitter and get a proper office space. You guys, I live in a rundown house and I don't have extra room. I have to make do with what I do. My house is not beautiful, but I really don't care. I'm humble and I don't give a shit. So then that woman proceeded to tell me that I'm all up in the ego with my videos. I finally got on a computer and blocked her. I don't really care. It's just really dumb. But so just be aware of that, and there's going to be more of this, I'm afraid. There's going to be light workers out there who are not having good intent. There's going to be light workers who are not the light workers that you may think they are, that it's going to be revealed to you over time. Light workers with ill intent or greedy intent or anything of that nature will come out of the woodwork as well. Some of these light workers may get very rude. This is what I'm seeing. It's what I'm hearing. So just be aware of this, because I do see some of them being knocked right off the table, guys, like with what they're doing. If you are a light worker, make sure that you are using what you have for very good intent, because it doesn't matter how much of a facade is put on with what you're doing. You know, the upper hand is aware, okay? And, you know, karma makes its rounds, okay? So when you're doing your light work and that sort of thing, you want to have good intent. You don't want to do it just for money. You don't want to do it just for fame. And those that have been doing this, I see a lot of them actually turning around on this as well, and, you know, going another direction and realizing that they need to focus their work in a different direction as well, okay? Unfortunately, I have ran into a couple of them that do have ill intent. There's going to be jealous issues. Beware of that. There's going to be envy. You're going to get hatred, okay? Like I said, what is happening this year with the spiritual war is not for the weak. It's not for everybody. Not everybody's going to be able to handle it. You have got to be prepared for it. And, you know, I already have people wishing ill intent on me, okay? I know I do. I can feel it. I get regular clearings, guys. my followers and my other, you know, divine feminine friends are taking care of me. So it's like we all need to work together on this to keep each other safe, to keep each other protected, to go down this journey together, okay? Like into ascension and, you know, with this new world coming and whatnot. So just be ready for that because they're going to surface, okay? I don't recommend overly watching pick a cards right now, guys, because it may draw your focus off into the direction you don't want to be at this time. Where it's not going to be beneficial to your journey. That's up to you. That's at your own discretion. That's just what I'm hearing, that some of you might watch 25 pick a cards a day until you hear what you want, or, you know, it's just kind of the direction needs to be focused more into, you know, the new earth and what we really have going on here, okay? But yeah, just be careful because some of you are very vulnerable. You want to like everybody, and that's fine. I do too, but you know, not everybody has your best intention, and this is where, you know, the negative energy is coming in from, okay? It's really unfortunate. Some of you may become very successful over this year. You're going to have issues with that. You're going to have people wanting what you have. You're going to have people that have been knocked down with what they're doing because of the fact they didn't have the right intent with their work. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, so don't take offense, because I honestly don't know who this is going to happen to and who it isn't going to happen to. I don't. It's just, this is what I'm getting in. Okay, and it's really vulnerable for me to even say this like this because there's going to be somebody out there who knows they have those intents and is going to get mad. So I'm going to have them wishing ill on me. So I have to do extra protection, extra protection. You guys are taking care of me. Very awesome. I appreciate that. You guys are helping clear me. Somebody was going to send me some protection items off Amazon to put around my house. So I have to be highly protected because I know that me and others in my position are going to be going through hell on some things here. So it's a matter of keeping above it, okay? Yeah, I do have protection. I'm not wearing it right now, but I have like tiger's eye, and you know, like I said, guys, evil eyes, evil eyes. There is evil eyes. I need to get some more jewelry. Actually, my necklace broke and I lost what I had, which is actually a sign that the stone isn't any good anymore, somebody said. So, it's really hard for me to be exposed like this. Like, it really is, but I feel I have to do this, okay? And, you know, I don't want to see anybody to feel weak or to feel that they have to quit what they're doing because of somebody else's opinion. Do not let these people bring you down. That's what they want to do. That's their goal, okay? That's their goal. And I've already seen fighting going on between readers. I ignore it. I won't engage in it. I don't care. It's not my problem, you know, but they can try to fight with me. It's not going to do any good. You know, I just tell them, have a good day, basically, and ignore it. But, you know, some of you are newer at what you're doing, and it's going to really affect you and make you feel bad. And, you know, I've been there. I was there. I had attacks on YouTube a while back that were tests for me to get over so I could be more prepared. It's going to be like nasty comments, just readers calling out other readers to bash them. I mean, it's just sad. It really is sad. So if you are a reader and you do have this issue going on in your mind, if you are watching my channel, please, please, please try to heal this part of yourself and try to turn this around in yourself, because it's not going to do any good to what is going on in this world. It's actually going to affect yourself more than anything to put ill intent on other people. So please try to turn around what you're doing. Okay? You will lose your gifts if you do this. You will. You will. If you guys have any ill intent, any intent of greed, any intent of wrath, hate, envy, jealousy, you will lose your abilities. God will take them away from you. And I heard that today so clear. And I literally want to cry thinking about this, because it's just very sad to me that people have those intents. You know, it really is. I see readers' throat chakras being closed. I see heart chakras being closed because of these attacks. Okay? I'm highly protected, guys. So, you know, like, I really am. I am drained right now because of the ascending and everything that's been going on with the moon. It really drained me out. So, yep, throat chakras are bad, and you know, some of them they just have to heal on their own. I've tried to clear some of them and they just close right away again. So it's like they have to heal them on their own. Okay. It's it's just kind of the negative energy trying to prevent us from speaking. Okay? It's basically what's going on. I'm losing clients because my readings aren't directed where they want them to be directed. I'm actually going to cut some of the clients off myself that I don't feel are on the journey for the right reasoning because I'm not the reader for them anymore. I don't care. It's up to you what kind of readings you want. If you want ones that are 3D based, like when is he gonna come, yada yada yada. That's just that's not me right now. Okay, my focus is more, mission and what's going on and this sort of thing. Not when is he gonna come, when is this gonna happen, that sort of thing. That's just not me right now. I can't even see that stuff anymore. Usually I used to be able to see contact like a day or something like that. And now I look and it's just a blank because I'm not supposed to deliver those messages any longer. So I apologize for that. You'll have to find another reader that's able to see that still because some of them can. Okay, so it's like we're all at different levels right now. Okay, we're all at different levels right now. And like I said, it just makes me feel so bad because as divine feminine and masculines and as light workers, we all should be working together, not against each other. And like I said, please try to turn around your thinking, please. Okay, it is so important, and I am saying this very loud and clear out of the bottom of my heart. Okay, don't be envious, don't be jealous, don't wish hate on other people. Don't do your work strictly out of wanting money and fame. Just don't. Okay, be honest with yourself, be honest with everything else, because I am afraid that it is not going to be a good outcome otherwise. Okay, it's not. So, another thing that's happening right now, paranoia with this ascension. I've had a lot of messages about that, and I think some of the paranoia is probably a little bit just because you're changing and vibrating at a different level, and it just feels like the world's against you right now. I think it's just kind of to prepare you. And, it's like everything is just over dramatized right now, and it's just a matter of leveling out. So it's like paranoia, sensitivity to sound, sensitivity to this. Sometimes people just feel like they're high or something, like paranoid. Okay. I don't think everybody, out and about is looking at you or, trying to worry about what you're doing. I've felt paranoia myself. I'm having trust issues with everybody. I don't feel all of this is rational. I feel some of it is a bit of an illusion, to be honest, but because a lot of you do have wonderful intentions and you are beautiful people, and I know this. So it's not against you. It's just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I know some of y'all are feeling it. So, just be ready for that, Just be ready for that. Not everybody wants to see good in people, and it's just very unfortunate. So, I do get very nervous for the future. I really do. Because I don't know what's going to happen, and my goal here is to try to turn everybody around to prevent some of this. Okay? Yep, sleep issues, anxiety, worry, concern. Some of this, guys, this paranoia and worry is some guilt from your past of things that you're beating yourself up about, perhaps. I know I'm feeling this coming in for some of you. Try to forgive yourself, try to let it go, try to move forward, because right now there is a lot of guilt and shame from things that you did in your past, and as you grow, you're going to realize things that you did in your past were wrong or morally not right, or just, bullying or whatever it may be. All right? You really have got to try to forgive yourself. Okay? And doing these type of videos that I'm doing, it really is out of my comfort zone, but I am being pushed to do them. And it must be not any more, I must be somebody who can handle them. It's got to be, because I literally can't do the same readings anymore. I'm not allowed. Okay. Yeah, a lot of guilt and shame coming out, and then I think this is causing some of the paranoia as well, a repeat of some things you maybe did when you were younger, or, whatever. There's just, the paranoia is really high. It must be something with ascending. It has to be. It's just like really weird, because I noticed it with my husband as well. He's awakening, and he's like, oh, that car is driving by slow or something, and it's like, so... You know, like, and then you start wondering, oh, are they driving by to look? You know, like, it's just kind of weird. Um, it's a new life. It's a new life. I feel like I'm in a dream state. I really do. It's uncomfortable. So, natural disaster. Um, there was another volcano today that I said I saw a volcano coming. Um, honestly, some of these predictions weird me out. They honestly do. I'm not putting myself on a pedestal for like seeing this stuff before it happens, but it does. It creeps me out. Somebody sent me a message like, oh, look, the volcano you talked about. Okay, so sorry, my baby's crying and so I do feel a sense of paranoia, uneasiness, feeling like you need to jump out of your body and run. Does this make sense? That's how I'm feeling. Like I need to jump out of this body and run. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of the feeling I'm receiving. Yeah, I do see more volcanoes. I see hurricanes, but I feel like those are going to be later on in the year. I'm seeing more tornadoes, more monsoon type of stuff, very bizarre weather in different areas. Okay. Tsunami in Asia is something that still like keeps coming out. It keeps coming out. Somebody said look at the Farmer's Almanac, and I heard immediately from my guide the Farmer's Almanac will not even be correct on this stuff because this is really up to us. Okay, this is really up to us. And somebody goes, well, there's no controlling. Correct. But yes, there is. If we do our work and we get on this, you know, unconditional love path here, guys, and start doing this mission work and start helping other people get on this path and start this stuff, okay? Like, this is God doing this to give everybody their karma, okay? It really is. It's literally like divinely orchestrated here because of the karma, okay? The sooner we get on this path, the sooner we get out of our egos, the sooner we get on this path to, you know, unconditional love and helping the world ascend into a better place, the sooner this will stop, okay? That is literally the message I'm getting. So yes, we do have some control over this. We can't literally stand up and block a tsunami, but we can do everything we can to try to better this world, to stop this, because I don't feel this stuff is going to stop until we get to that point, okay? Unfortunately, people will probably lose their lives over this. It is literally like God saying, okay, there's so much hate in this world. There's so much hate. There's so much jealousy. There's so much of this going on, and greed and envy. God wanted us to do, okay? Or the universe, or however you want to call it. I don't care what you call your God. It's all the same thing. This is like our punishment, okay? It makes me want to cry. It's sad. And I just hope that I can get some of you to really turn around your thinking right now, away from greed, away from wanting to be mean to people, away from having hate. Because this hate that you're carrying on towards people that you feel did you wrong is not going to stop all of this. I don't care what they did to you. I mean, I do, yes. I don't like to see people hurt, but carrying on hate towards an ex, carrying on hate towards somebody from your past because they hurt you is not going to help this natural disaster, is not going to help what is going on. Okay? Even if you think that person deserves it, and maybe they do, you're only hurting yourself. You're only hurting yourself. And you're stopping. You're stopping the learning experience. You're stopping your soul from growing. You're stopping all of this, okay? You really are. And you know, yes, let them get their own karma, let them heal themselves, but you can help heal them as well by forgiving. Even if you don't think they deserve to be healed, everybody does, okay? And just remember that people that hurt you, they have something inside of them that they need to face as well, okay? There really is. Yes, correct, Ginger, correct. Okay. Anybody who has any smart remarks on my channel will be blocked. Okay? Don't tell me I'm in my ego. None of that. I will just block you. I don't have time for it at all. Okay, I just don't. There's bigger fish to fry in this world than worrying about if I'm in my ego or not for you. Okay, if you're worried about that, then you got stuff you need to work on as well. Okay. I'm not worried about people being in their ego. I'm just trying to spread the information so they see it themselves. You know, you can figure that out yourself if you are or not, you know. It's not for me to decide. If you don't think you are, you don't think you are. Okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about things that happened in my past and, you know, things that I did that were not right. And, speaking of, right? So we'll kind of see what's going on with your people. You guys might have dreams of things that happened in your past. I kind of feel like the masculine energy is at a more calm state today than the feminine. That's just what I'm hearing. Okay, why, I don't know. But as far as meeting your twin flame, guys, I wouldn't dwell on that at all. That's 3D to worry about that. If you're meant to meet your person, you will. For some of you, they're on the other side in the 5D, in the spirit world, guiding you, and you can get into connection with them with your meditation. I have clients that have never met them in real life, but they're on Earth and they only communicate 5D. I honestly don't feel that all twin flames will end up in full union. Okay, I don't. I see some people staying with their current soulmate partners, and I honestly have gotten a download that some of them can still do their mission work. Doesn't have to be exactly together, but the same type of mission work, not being together, if that makes sense. Okay. There's YouTube videos that teach you how to meditate, and once you start doing it enough, you can literally shut your eyes, take one breath, and be into meditation. Okay. Not everybody's going to dream about their twin flame. Okay? Don't go seeking. Please don't. Okay? It'll come to you if it's meant to. Yeah, I'm in a masculine energy a lot of times as well, so yeah. Everybody's going to have their different perspective about twin flames and get different information. That's what makes all of us light workers unique, is we all have, you know, a different frequency that we channel from, or different information that we get, and, you know, that's how I see it anyways. And we all should support each other. Okay, we all should support each other. Love, not hate. I'm not 100%. I'm still very exhausted. Jeez, these are just flying all over today. What's up with the head? I know that's a hand slip. Come on, guys. So I do see inner child wounds definitely being triggered right now and faced. Okay. I do feel the masculine energy is kind of stepped back right now in fear a bit here. However, I do feel like there's more going on than meets the eye right now as far as your person goes. I am picking up that a lot of you feel withdrawn from your person and you're questioning the connection. Okay. There's a reason for this. You're supposed to be right now, because it's time for you to work on you. Okay? Some of you had to be pulled away from your person. You did. You had to. You were obsessing. You know, you were worrying about that, and nothing else mattered to you but that. And the universe, their God or whatever, is kind of like, well, it's time to get real. It's time to get real. Okay. So I see a lot of triggering going on with inner child wounds. Some of you may be thinking about stuff that you did, that you were a child, like you were just little. Okay. And you're just kind of like God, that was so rude of me to bully this kid in second grade. And this happened to me, and I was literally like so upset. Like I had to forgive myself for something I did when I was like 10. And my husband had the same thing happen. We're thinking about something he did when he was like 10. And I do see this happening. And, you know, even if you're masculine, stubborn, and doesn't admit to anything, they're likely very much thinking on this. Like I said, there's more going on energetically than you see. There is more going on behind closed doors than is visible to the naked eye. Okay? But I do feel, you know, there's some separation here. Some of you still have anxiety about this and waiting for a text or a call. Don't wait anymore. Just kind of go on with your day and do what you need to do right now. Okay, guys? Some of you are still feeling very abandoned right now because your person isn't speaking to you. This is where you need to get a bit out of your ego and get more into the energetic part of this journey, okay? And get more into the mission, okay? How do you discover your mission? I get asked that all the time. What's my mission? Okay, guys, I don't know how to explain this 100%. 7 years ago, I started doing intuitive readings in a group for free under post and just kind of went with the flow with that. All of a sudden, that led to doing more readings. All of a sudden that led to people noticing me. All of a sudden that led to people messaging me wanting readings. And I was doing a ton of free readings. And all of a sudden that led to so many people doing readings I didn't by donation. And then I had another job. And then I got told by some people that I realized it was kind of an ego thing there as well, is that doing paid readings is evil. So I believed that. So I didn't do that. Well, then it dawned on me that I can't do them anymore then because I have these kids and I have to work and I have to do this and that. And then somebody explained to me, don't feel bad because it's an energy exchange. It's not greed. You have to pay for things. And, you know, I got into readings, my name got out there and I kept driven to get on YouTube. And they're like, get on YouTube, get on YouTube, get on YouTube. Somehow I ran across a pick a card. I don't know how. And then it just went from there. Okay, so I got on YouTube, got the balls to do it, and I literally grew very quickly. I'm not growing so much right now, but I did. I grew very quickly in the beginning and got noticed. And then I experienced a lot of evil eyes from other readers. Okay, so then that really brought me down for a while, but I've learned to rise above it and not care anymore. So, you know, there's always going to be somebody pulling you back no matter what. No matter what. So just stand in your strength and do it. Okay, I did not plan on this being my mission. I did not search for it. It just was guided to me. Okay, start out by doing one nice thing a week for somebody and see how you feel. What are you drawn to do? You'll be drawn to it. Okay, think I'm going to do a good deed for somebody, but try not to be in the ego and be like, but that one doesn't deserve it because they don't do enough for themselves, or that one doesn't deserve it. Try not to think that at all because that's ego, right? Try not to judge. You guys, I've gotten messages that I've stopped people from self-harming, okay? And it's just unbelievable that you do something and you have not a clue that you're doing it, that you're not. You just don't. You don't have a clue that you did something for somebody like that dramatic, okay? You can go up to somebody and say, you look beautiful today. I love your outfit. You know, you're, you know, just something really nice. And you might do something as little as make them smile. You might do something as huge as prevent them from suicide or hurting themselves. I mean, this stuff does happen, okay? So just, and a lot of people are like, but I don't have money. You don't have to have money to pay for it. It's not that hard to open a door for somebody. It's not that hard to say, oh, you look nice today, or how are you, or just, you know, something simple. You don't have to like go on a direct mission and be front line in an army, okay? That's not exactly what the mission is, okay? Do you have extra cans of food laying around your house? Go donate it to a shelter. Go donate it to a women's shelter. You know, whatever it is, guys. Just something simple like that. Okay? A good book on twin flames. There's a lot of them. I had to read the books because honestly, when I first started reading, I didn't really understand what they were. Okay? Like, I'll be real with you. I don't have any by me right now. I did, though. I did. I don't right now. I'll have to like post later. So yeah, mission work. I have friends that are drawn to animals. Animals are alive as well, just as much as we are. And they go to shelters and donate time, go pet cats and dogs and, you know, anything. Anything. You don't have to go save the world, okay? These little acts of kindness have the domino effect, all right? So you do something nice for somebody, even if you think they don't deserve it, and perhaps they don't. I don't know. That's You know, some people do not have good intent, but you know what, guys? Send them healing and love, because there's an inner problem. There's an inner problem there, okay, that you're not aware of, okay? So you do something nice for somebody else, they might start realizing, hey, maybe life isn't that horrible, okay? They go do something nice for somebody else, and all of a sudden people start realizing, hey, you know, there are good people in this world, and that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. And then it kind of ricochets down into the domino effect, right? So that's how we start this worldwide journey to self-love. Self-love is number one. Take care of yourself. That's number one. You can't be miserable in your own skin and do this kind of work. Okay? I know dogs run up to me too. It's so weird. I don't even care for dogs that much. I mean, I love them, but I don't. You know, I'm not a real dog person, but I like them. But anyway. So it's not that hard. Okay? It's not that hard. You don't have to have a full-on mission like I'm going to save Africa. Okay, you don't have to have that in your mind. If you lead to that, sure, great, but it starts small. Okay, and that's like where I said the work I do now. I started very small. I did, you know, intuitive readings in a group. That's all I did. I've been led to this type of work since I was a child. I was always told it was BS and it was fake and it was in your head type of thing, you know. So I've always been very drawn. And you know, I was born in '84, so it was way before internet and you know whatnot. And sometimes I'd see like a medium on a talk show and I was like, God, that is so cool. Like, I wish I could do that. I don't know. I was just so drawn to it. Okay. It just kind of went from there. And here I am. And here I am. I'm a nursing school dropout. Okay. I'm a nursing school dropout. I was so devastated. I cried. My health wouldn't allow me to be in nursing school. Everything's for a reason. If I were a nurse, I wouldn't be here today. All right. I have noticed people doing mission work and they don't even know that they're a light worker. And I pointed this out to a friend of mine today. She's doing mission work, okay? She does speaking and stuff like that to empower women and women with childhood wounds and women that have things like that. Like, she's literally setting up like seminars. And I, you know, messaged her today and I'm like, hey, you know, some of these posts that you're posting on Facebook is aligning with my readings and my messages, and I'm just letting you know that you are a light worker and you are being called to help people, and you're doing you're doing your mission work. All right. And I don't think she realized that she was like that. I don't think she saw it that way. Okay. So kind of gave her a new perspective, and she's like, thank you for messaging me. I really needed that today. That's all it takes, guys. That's all it takes. How are you? How are you doing? You know, you're doing a good job. That's all it takes. Okay. So a lot of people are triggered with abandonment issues, with childhood wounds, and a lot of people, they just need love, guys. They really do. They just need it. You know, if your masculine's triggered here and they don't want to tell you and they're just doing their thing, I mean, there's not much you can do about that. But I'm saying, like, a lot of people that you're going to cross paths with right now, like, they are triggered with abandonment issues and not feeling loved and that sort of thing, and a small gesture can go a long way. Okay. The death of codependency. The death of codependency. And this doesn't have to be a relationship, guys. This can be codependency on parents. This can be codependency on your job. Anything. Well, I need to work at this miserable job today because I have to pay my bills. Well, absolutely, correct. But no, you don't need to work at that miserable job for the rest of your life. Okay, you don't. That's a codependency issue as well. Be as codependent as on your dog, all right? Being dependent on anything else, other people, that sort of thing. Some of you are like, oh, I'm not codependent, but you actually have codependency issues. And some of you are codependent on your connection with your person as well. And that's a huge problem, is releasing that codependency and having that expectations and being codependent. Your whole life is dependent on your person, and if they communicate and if they do what you want, and that's having expectations, which is another issue that needs to be dropped as well. Okay. So codependency is huge. And I realized lately that I have been breaking codependency issues. Okay. You know, there's codependency amongst about all of us, to be honest. We're all codependent on something, another, that sort of thing. You know, I'm not here to discuss my personal life. People ask me questions all the time. You know, I like to keep things to myself. You know, it is very tough for me to be this open to the public, so I don't necessarily go in detail about my life. I'm here for you, not me anyways. But codependency is like something I realized that I did have probably since a child. You know, you're codependent on your parents because you need them to take care of you, and then it just kind of goes from there. Okay. Or like I said, a job, maybe, you know, there's outdated beliefs on things like from the older generations I noticed as well. And this is where the ancestral karma needs to end as well. Well, you have to stay in that job. You know, like I'm just going to say, let's say it's somebody talking to me. You have to stay in that job, Kayla. You have to stay there. They have good PTO. They have good benefits. You can't leave that job. You have to be there for the next 50 years. No, life is too freaking short, guys. You know what? If you believe and you keep your vibration high and you believe that you will be taken care of, no matter what, you will be taken care of. It's time to start taking a risk in your life to follow your mission. Okay? Really. All right? Anyway. Maybe I do need to do public speaking. I don't know, guys. So I do see a ton of you taking a risk this year and you have anxiety. Release that anxiety. Manifestation for some of you that are vibrating higher at this time is going to be very strong. I do see the masculine energy realizing that they are manifesting. Like, whoa, I thought about that and it happened. And I think they're kind of just waking up to this and, you know, that sort of thing. So that, you know, yeah, moving away from toxic people, guys, just remember on the way out of doing that, which I'm very supportive of that, to go in a direction that betters yourself, just make sure you forgive that person, okay? Very important. Very important. So anyways, it's time to take risk. It's time to take risk. Do not let yourself be chained down to something that absolutely makes you miserable, no matter what it is. Okay? For some of you, releasing codependency is going to trigger abandonment as well, so be ready to be triggered for that, okay? So there's going to be some wound surfacing a lot of you thought you were done with, okay? With the negative thing, guys, not negative thing, negative side of people or situations coming towards you, I feel they are for a reason as well. It is to bring out those fears that you have inside of you that you have not faced that are going to actually make you stronger to go in the direction you need to go to, okay? Just remember, stay above it, rise above it, okay? It's just like those celebrities that got to deal with the fake news, all right? It's very similar, if that makes sense, okay? So, guys, I do see a lot of you definitely digging in your work right now, okay? I'm seeing major success. I'm seeing, well, the masculine as well, but right now, you know, a lot of you are the feminine watching me, okay? Work is going to be such a focus. A lot of you are taking your focus off these connections right now. Like I said, for a reason, you're sitting there like this connection's BS and the universe is doing this to you on a purpose, okay, to test you for one. And like I said, a lot of these connections not being real is going to come out, or not that it's not real, but not being what you think it is going to come out as well. Try to drop labels though, please. Try not to have labels on people. That's another thing that needs to be ended in order to improve this world, okay? But I see a lot of you being work focused, changing the focus of your work into another direction, walking away from jobs, okay? That sort of thing coming in. So I honestly feel that those of you that have good intentions with your work, or you have good intentions with money that you receive, if you give, and you help other people, that you will be rewarded with prosperity this year, okay? Because God is seeing, you know, if I grant this person prosperity, this person is going to utilize this money in a good direction to help the homeless, to help, you know, other people, to do their purpose, to spread their purpose, if this makes sense. Like, they see that you're going to utilize money in a very good direction as a tool to navigate through life and to help other people and to help the world, okay? Those that are greedy with money and just want to pocket it because they think they're going to take it to their grave with them, whatever that concept is, I see a lot of them going broken down into poverty. I see the stock market crashing for some people. I actually see businesses going under, okay? I know I said that already, but I keep getting that vision. All right, so definitely crown chakras are opening very wide. Whenever I do chakra clearing, guys, I would say 90% of them, their crown chakra is just insane. Okay, so there's information coming into a majority of you. Those of you that are going to use that information in a positive direction, you are receiving it. Okay. There is a lot of love in the air. I do see that, you know, love is definitely starting to surround people more. You may get that warm, fuzzy feeling just towards things in general, okay? You're going to feel more love towards people, more love towards animals, more love towards your family, more love towards people that did you wrong, and have more understanding, okay? So I do see some victory coming as far as like forgiveness and, you know, ascending and spreading that love and that sort of thing here, okay? I do feel your masculine is starting to realize what they have for you is love, okay? And a lot of you may realize, and they're realizing as well, as they never felt unconditional love in their life, and that you have actually been giving them that, and they're going to feel this, okay? But yet they're going to have a lot of illusions when it comes to this, okay? Like, well, it's probably not real. Well, you know, I have to stay where I'm at right now, like, you know, that sort of thing. But you guys just got to blow that off and walk away from it for right now. They'll figure their own stuff out, okay? So yeah, walk away from it. Just do what you got to do right now. I don't want comments saying I'll never give up. I'm not telling you to give up on your connection. Okay, sounds good. I am behind though, guys, so just be aware of that, because this ascension was kicked my butt. Okay, I do like 2 readings. All of a sudden my head's just like, oh, it's like, okay, whatever. So I haven't been answering messages back very prompt. I have like 100 messages in my Instagram I'm trying to get through. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, you know, the masculine energy, I do feel, is start going to strategizing, and they're going to get information and intuition. They're going to get downloads. They probably don't even realize it's downloads. You know, it's information they're getting. But they're going to start visualizing what life they desire right now, guys. And they're actually making plans. Okay? And I don't feel they're openly telling anybody this. They might be very secretive about these plans, because they're going to feel like it's a bit out of this world. Like, why am I wanting to do this? Why am I wanting to do that? Okay? I feel like the masculine energy is definitely shifting with their energy, and I feel like some of them are going through a purging, but not only actual emotional purging, but actually like throwing things outside of their house, like realizing to be more humble, okay? Like, I don't need this chair. I haven't sat in it in 2 years. I don't need these plates anymore. I haven't used them, okay? That sort of thing. My videos are going to get longer, guys, because I go on with my rants, so if somebody wants to put a time for when I do reading, that's fine, because, you know, my readings are not directed towards what is my masculine doing, when are they coming, that sort of thing more. Okay? Alright, Lois, whatever. When you go through your first major awakening, which everybody's at a different aspect of awakening processes here, guys, you will likely, it doesn't have to be your first one, I mean, everyone's different, but you'll go through a time where you like absolutely throw everything away, and I'm not kidding, because you're going to want less is best, okay? And I literally did this, like, I remember it was summer of 17 or 18, I know I've had a few different awakenings, I threw away like 30 bags of garbage. It was insane. Anyway, that garbage man had a good time. Oh, thank you. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of ranting and lectures, so. And you guys are sending me really nice messages and keeping me encouraged, so that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think Lewis needs a new rack of dentures. So guys, another protection you can do is do a meditation and kind of put a bubble around you, like a gold, I think it's gold bubble, I guess the color doesn't matter, a bubble around you of protection, around your health, and just imagine all the negative people repelling off that bubble and shield, okay? It does work, it does help. Okay, we'll see what your people are up to. And you guys with channels, you're going to probably have some negative remarks if you haven't already, so just be ready. All right. So your person is definitely inspired right now with a new beginning of some sort here. I feel a sense of inspiration going on, okay? I do pick up a new beginning of some sort here with your person, but I do feel a lot of depression amongst the collective here with the masculine. However, I don't feel like I don't feel it's like full-blown depression. It could be for some, yes. But I feel like it's like turning their back on things because they feel like they can't do it. They can't do it. They feel inspired, but they feel like they can't do it. Does that make sense? Okay. Some of these guys want to end their player ways, but please don't mistake this for somebody dealing with an abusive player. Somebody who's got a girlfriend in every area code, okay? So just know the difference. Trust your gut right now, guys, because your intuition's telling you a real lot. So your person's really inspired by something, some sort of plan here. It's like it's not time. No, I don't do twin flame checks, but Happy Twins 1111 does them, but I don't know if she's taking bookings right now. I think she's kind of done. I don't know. You can check her out. There's a woman on Facebook named Mary that's in Charlotte's Facebook group that does them, and she's really good. Okay? But like I said, try not to dwell too much on labels right now, okay? But if you really need to know, yes, there's people that do them. I don't do them, though. However, I have been doing chakra clearing, and they've been going quite well. Yeah, your person feels very inspired. Like they want this new beginning. They want something different here, is what I'm seeing. They want a new beginning as far as love goes here as well. Okay? It's like they're just inspired, but at the same time they're just kind of feeling like it's a double-edged sword. Like no matter which direction they go, it's not going to be the right direction, or it's going to affect somebody else around them, or they're very fearful of judgment as well. Very, very fearful of judgment. You know, perhaps they're inspired by a journey that, you know, people wouldn't approve, or no, I'm not talking about 3D stuff like that, like separation or them coming back. I'm not really talking about that anymore. It's not really coming into my readings anymore, that stuff, so I apologize for that, but it's just not really a focus anymore. But they're waiting for the perfect timing. So right now it's just kind of a thought at this current moment. They're going back and forth, and I do feel they're getting like information in their dreams, and they're getting this intuitive thoughts. Okay. And they feel kind of defeated right now because they're like, well, if I do this, or, you know, I have this idea, I have this plan, or I have this charity work, or, you know, they're going through an awakening process right now. And to them, it's not very manly. Okay. It's just not. So they're very much still kind of bouncing back and forth between the ego and then, you know, doing their mission and that sort of thing right now, okay? I do feel like they want to present an offer here, but they're still having the door closed to that offer here. And a lot of it is because there might be somebody else involved in their life, or, you know, something else they love, or something they're holding on to at this time they feel they need to make a decision about. They do feel tied down to something here, okay? So they don't feel like they can make a decision. However, I do feel the universe is definitely pushing in some sort of beginning here. And they're just kind of down in the dumps and feeling discouraged because they do not feel they are capable of being better. Okay, they still feel like they're not good enough. And with the King of Pentacles in reverse, they have the illusion they can't be there. They can't be there. Okay, they can't establish that. Page of Wands in reverse, I do feel a lot of them have been players towards you, or used you, or used other people, that sort of thing. And there's some guilt surrounding that as well. Okay. And I do feel like that this is giving them a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, you know, guilt. They're receiving guilt as well as everybody else. Okay, this is all causing heartache, how they treated you. The fact that they feel they may lose you because of what they did. All right. So with the Ten of Cups in reverse now, right now, guys, like their foundation that they're, you know, that they're currently holding on to is not stable, or your connection with them is not stable right now. So there is this fact of things not being stable. Okay. It doesn't have to be for the girls. You can reverse this, not sexual oriented, okay? Let's see. Yeah, they're starting to trust their intuition. You know, I really do see them getting intuitive nudges here. Okay, I really do. I do see some contemplating taking place about, you know, endings and new beginnings here. I see things coming in a full circle for some of them, okay? They're really thinking about this, like, what do I want to do? Do I want to go this direction, that direction, this direction? There's some ending of karma, maybe between the two of you as well, coming forward as well, okay? And I do feel that they really view you as a very intuitive, spiritual person, somebody who just knows, somebody who's very wise, you know, somebody who has money together, okay? They do feel like that you have the foundation that they don't, okay? Yeah, they want the cake and eat it too. That's up to you to put your foot down to that, you know? This has come in so many times where they're being deceptive about the fact that they're spying on you. Okay? And they want to be like you. They want to work on things and be like you. Like, that's really what I'm feeling right now. Okay? They want to manifest their wish fulfillment. They feel like you've done that you have your wish fulfillment. They're kind of putting things together, and slowly but surely the ships are coming in. Okay? Some of them do feel left out in the cold by you. Okay? Which has got them thinking about things right now. Some of you did turn your back. Okay? And I do feel like they're being called to make decisions and changes. Yeah. Some of them feel like you left them out in the cold. They feel like you're better than them, that you have it together. Okay? A ton of regret, a ton of secrets. Like, doesn't have to be secrets per se, but a lot of thoughts of regret and shame here, and fear of losing you, and fear that they made a mistake here, the fear of you walking away, not coming back. Okay? They're like, what did I just do? Some of them have addiction as well. Okay, I do see some of them wanting to travel in a different direction. Some of you may be traveling, or them traveling. It might involve actual traveling. But I do see them wanting a new life. Like, they want to travel towards calmer waters, okay? And they're really trying to make a decision. The universe is guiding them. There's awakenings happening. And this has been coming a lot. The Hierophant in reverse, okay? And to me, that's somebody who is realizing that being a certain way, acting a certain way, or following a certain way, or that sort of thing, or being somebody else wants them to be, or whatever it is, following things that are a completely 3D only things, okay? And this doesn't have to be, make it okay not to have morals, guys, because sometimes you break morals, you hurt other people involved. So just be careful of that. But some of them realize that this life that they're living right now, they don't have to live that forever. Like, they don't have to be that forever. They can make changes, and they're seeing the spiritual side of things, okay? Like, they're getting downloads, you know, they're awakening, okay? Yeah, they're definitely having illusions here and secrets, that they're having dreams as well. You know, they've been closing their eyes for a long time to everything, but now they're, like, thinking out their options. And do they want to come towards you? They want to come towards you with some offer here, but they're slow moving at the same time, so it has a hesitant energy here. They feel like that you're angry at them, okay? Queen of Wands in reverse indicates some anger, some jealousy, that sort of thing. It could be from you to them or whatever, but they really feel like that you're kind of avoiding them. You're just, you know, doing your thing, and, you know, you're a star, okay? You, like, have it all together, and there's some jealousy around this, okay? They do have a lot of emotion for you, but in a sense they feel like that you may reject that and just, like, you don't want it right now, or that you're better off without them, or that you really just close them off. Some of them with Empress in reverse, guys, there's some mom issues going on here as well. You know, some childhood mother issues. Yeah, some of them have an unstable foundation because of some issues with a mother figure, or, you know, some female in their life that some issues here. Could be a fire sign female as well. right now they're kind of in a feminine energy of being jealous. That's what I'm picking up right now. Like, they kind of feel this like they're not manly and they want to get into this more manly state here, okay? So there's some jealousy here. You know, there's some sexual frustration here as well. And they're really desiring to be happy. A lot of soul searching going on here. Some decisions. They want to get out of this toxic energy, this codependency, these issues, this addiction, all these things that they're holding on to right now. But I feel like they're not moving at this time, but they're really in this decision-making mode, but they're very guarded about all this. So it indicates to me that there's stuff they're thinking about or planning that they're not telling you. Okay, because it gives them anxiety, worry. But overall, I feel like the masculine's, you know, kind of calm at the same time. But I feel like they're really in the head. See what dark shadows they're facing right now, what guilts they're facing. You know, some things is shocking to them. You know, they went through this awakening and they're viewing life differently. And they feel like a lot of their thoughts are just delusional. Like, why am I thinking this? Why am I anxious? Why do I have these thoughts? Why does the world look differently? Like, they just feel like it's completely delusional thinking here. And I think it kind of shocks them how they see the world now and how they feel. But believe it or not, guys, you know, a lot of you are sitting there waiting for your person, and you're not doing your mission work because you think you need to have them by your side. But in actuality, you need to begin your mission work regardless, because it will inspire them, okay? Yeah, there is common to have jealousy between them. They may not even admit to it. Some of them are realizing they've been judgmental, and that's something they need to drop as well. Or there may be a connection here they're irresponsible about, you know, with somebody else. Or if you're married to this person, there might be issues going on. Or there's some sort of, you know, if they're with somebody else, guys, they do feel a sense of being responsible with that person. So, okay, there's like just karma that's not done there. There's stuff that's not done there. They feel responsible. Right now, they just feel completely misguided. Okay, they're really confused. They're trying to embrace that new life. They really feel like they've been selfish, and some of them are. They're using drugs, they're using alcohol. They're seeing this, that they've been selfish, and they've been just so unavailable. Okay, they've been so disconnected from you, and it's causing them to feel unlovable. Yeah, envy, jealousy. They're seeing that you're doing something, and they're not. It's going to influence them, though. I keep hearing that. It's going to influence. A lot of them aren't taking action, but you know what? The change is waiting for them. It's waiting. It's going to push on them. A lot of them are going to change, though, and they're going to have to change. They're going to hit that tower, and it's going to force it. Yeah, they're dependent on other people or other situations here, and they're just not taking action. So all this is on their mind, you know, and they're just really unstable emotionally. They don't know what's going on. They're just completely haunted by the awakening, guys. It's hard for the masculine, and honestly, I feel like it's causing them to be revengeful, because they want to hold on to that old life, and they wanted to keep holding on to this life that's at a complete stalemate. And they just kind of figure, you know, I'll just live this life and live a robotic life and do the same thing every single day and not have any fulfillment, because that's just comfortable. Okay? So they've been blinding themselves, and right now they're not really in a good place to make major decisions. So right now it's just like in their head. Okay? All right, bye. Okay, so there's been some differences here, guys. Okay, maybe you argued, maybe you guys are on different pages. You know, you moved ahead in a different direction, and you probably said, you know, do what you got to do, whatever, bye, you know, and you moved in your different direction. So there's been some differences, you know, and they're realizing that some of your thoughts are similar to their thoughts as well, and they're really seeing that, you know, because there's some telepathic communication going on for some of you. Okay. There's a lot of tests going on in these connections right now, and these tests are causing a lot of worry and despair as well, okay? I do see a gesture coming in. I see a surprise, okay? Something for some of you coming in. But a lot of you are going to be quite hesitant because your person has been deceptive and has been sly. So a lot of you may not accept any gestures, okay? So you're trying to let go of the connection is what I'm seeing. Yeah. A lot of them are very lonely right now. They're really in the head, okay? But they are being guided. Yep, here's jealousy again. Here's jealousy. Some of them are so jealous to the point where it's a toxic jealous level. Like, they really do feel, they have the illusion that they can't do what you're doing, okay? They really do, and it's causing so much jealousy because they're being pushed in a more positive direction, okay? And another thing, guys, the jealousy is going to come out in all different directions for some of you, okay? They really see you as this strong female who can do whatever she desires, okay? Who can cut off things that no longer serve her, who can cut off that old life and grow into another direction. And they're just like, I want that, okay? And the jealousy is so heavy. But they're actually really influenced by you at the same time, okay? Yeah, see, you guys' connections are not balanced because a lot of you just decide to go forward and do what you have to do right now because you're being called to do so. And that's why these wedges are being thrown in these connections. Some of them are tied down to marriages, to families, to culture, friends. I'm hearing as well work. Some commitment doesn't have to be an actual like wedding, okay? And they're acting like everything is fine and everything's going to be happy and they're going to be there forever and this is the life they're going to have. But there's more going on behind closed doors than you're aware of. So there's hidden things about that. There's hidden things about that. But for some of you, they're trying to work it out with their person that they're hanging on to or their situation, okay? I just feel the need to say that, but my advice is to stay out of it. Stay out of it. Don't try to manifest anything. Just back away and do your stuff. It's about you right now. It's about loving you and taking care of you, okay? Many of you are reluctant anyways. You're just like, whatever, and you're just kind of guarding your heart, okay? So they do feel loyal to whatever they're onto right now. I just feel some of you're going to meet somebody else, okay? And so many of you are like, no, I'm going to wait for my person for eternity. But, you know, I think a lot of you are going to change your perspective on that as well. That, you know, there is other things out there. There's other things out there. There's other people out there. And many of you are going to be very confused and, you know, very hesitant and contemplate on moving into another direction here, okay? And a new path and choices. You know, guys, a lot of you have been tying yourself down to this connection for so long that you have missed so much. And that's why I think a lot of you are questioning your connection with your person right now. Like, is this what I want? Is this what I need? Is this my person? Am I up in my head about this shit? And I see a lot of you traveling. I see decisions being made. I see new directions happening. And you're just going to be driven to do that naturally, okay? I really feel that. And that once you do that, I feel it's going to drive your person to do the same eventually. Not all of you. So if you're still dwelling on your connection, guys, if you're still crying about your connection every single day, if you're still holding on, I'm not judging you for it, but there's some healing that needs to be done on your end, okay? There's definitely some inner work that needs to be done because everybody's at a different phase right now, but I would say 80% of you watching have definitely been letting go, okay? And some of this is only a phase, like the questioning the connection, you know, wondering if it's real or not. And I feel it's just, it's so you can come to terms that, hey, you got to move in another direction. and you're going to venture on to bigger and better things, and eventually you'll, you know, somehow maybe get in contact with your person again. But like I said, it may give them the drive to make changes as well, because right now it's been a stalemate for how long? For a lot of you, been back and forth, same stuff, you know. It's too many cards. Yeah. You're standing in your confidence, you're determined, you feel empowered, and I do see a lot of divine feminines joining together on missions. I've been seeing that in masculines, it doesn't have to be just feminines, that aren't actually your other half, but I just see this, like everybody is combining together to do this mission work. Okay? It's just going to naturally happen. And this is where the truth about people's real inside is going to come out. Okay? Some of them don't want to do the work because they got some other stuff they need to take care of. And I don't know. But anyway, what is a walk-in soul, guys, in this vision that I had? A walk-in soul is literally like a soul replacement, and it's so weird. But I've read about it, about stories. Okay? The vision I had was like people standing there all over the world. This is the vision I had. And like a soul exiting and a soul entering. That's literally what I saw until I figured out what it truly was. Like, I wasn't quite sure what I was seeing. And I'm trying to 100% figure out what that vision was. I've been asking my guides to tell me, but it's like they don't want to tell me, or they don't know yet or something. I don't know. And it's like some of these people aren't fit for these missions, or refusing to be fit for these missions. And it's like they're going to be swapped out with something else. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain what I saw, but it's really weird. It's really weird. Okay. It's like really a soul replacement, or like your masculine being replaced in another body or something like that. It'll come eventually, I'm sure, what I'm seeing, but I think I'm actually seeing something here that's going to be some sort of breakthrough, perhaps, or some sort of understanding of something here. Because I really feel there's more to these connections than, you know, in 2019, what we were shown. Because some of these people, they're refusing to do their journey, and refusing to acknowledge it, refusing to wake up, and it's like, hello, you know, it's time now. It's time. Some of you did, you know, you're with a soulmate, or you cleared karma with a soulmate, because some people are doing this, and you're realizing that it is safe to be with this person, that you can be with a soulmate and be happy, and it is okay. Okay? There's a lot of karma being cleared in connections right now, and I know people that are staying with a partner or getting back together with a partner that is not their TF, that is not their DM, or, you know, whatever, that is a soulmate. I'm seeing this. I truly believe it is possible to do this. And I also believe you can do mission work with a soulmate. I really do, because everybody can do mission work, everybody. Okay? And, you know, if this is the case, you guys, you can trust in this. It is safe to trust the situation. And I feel that a lot of you are doing this because, you know, you were in a bit of a deception about these connections, and realized that sticking to this connection, only to this connection, putting the blinders on to anything else but focus to this connection, was a bit of deception to yourself, to society, to everything in front of you, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting. And I do feel a lot of you actually woke up and realized that there's love other places, and you can love other people. It is very much possible to love other people. You don't have to love only one person. The whole point is to learn to love everybody, to spread love everywhere. Okay? So you guys realize it was a bit deceptive to you to think I can only love one person and that's it. Okay? And I do feel that after a while, some of you had a soulmate that manifested in, that did have passion, did have love for you. Yeah, new love. Okay. You know, don't quote me on like the whole like soul swap thing, guys. It was just a vision. I'm not 100% sure what it was yet. It was really, I was just like so taken back when I saw this. I was like, what is this? This is like something here though. I probably sound crazy and I'm gonna have people like, that's not possible. But Google, what is the name of it again? I can't remember what I said. I'm so tired all the time. I just like so airheaded, but what is it? Soul swap or, what is the name of that again? I don't know, but look it up. There actually is like, stories about it. Okay. I feel that some of you that walked away from maybe a marriage because you thought you would get with your DM here are going to try to work it out with that. Clear the karma and work it out with that connection. I do. I see this as well. You're going to bring the passion back. The love is going to rejuvenate. Okay. It's possible to clear karma. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I don't like the term karmic partner, because it just sounds evil to me. And, you know, people make it evil. It's not that it is evil. It's a term. It's a label. But I see this happening, like a rejuvenation of love here for some people. So, I don't know, I just see that happening. And I just remember reading something, was it Divine Feminine UK or something on Instagram, where she did that, I think. She realized that she couldn't just wait for her twin, and it was about herself, and something about her partner moved into another house, and then she moved out of her house and in with him, and they like rejuvenated everything. And she decided to start taking care of herself and working on herself, and that, you know. So it's not delusional. It's not impossible. Okay. Yeah, I see some of you healing marriages here. Okay, healing some karma, healing some childhood karma, that sort of thing. Yeah, some of you are separated from like a marriage here, and I see you guys making it work. Just what I'm seeing, bringing the love back, bringing the attraction back, the passion. Getting rid of codependency issues. I see a complete rejuvenation in some long-term relationships here. Okay, it's like a new version here. You get that too, that soul swapping? Isn't that weird? It's so weird. I'll talk more about that because there's some situation that I know about that was really bizarre, and I'm trying to like figure out what happened, but I'll talk about it when it's time. But yeah, there's something that happened that leads me to believe this may be true. Walk-in souls, that's the name. That's the name. And that's okay. And that's okay to heal karma in general. And if you do divorce somebody or you have children, you want to heal that karma. You want to be friends. And, you know, like I said before, society's put such a sour label on divorce. And that's where, you know, the past ancestral stuff, you know, like if you divorce somebody, you gotta hate them. If you divorce somebody, that's bad, or, you know, whatever. And if you look at the evolution of this thing, you know, I used to look at this like, oh, nobody's got morals anymore, but no, that's not the case. It's been the evolution towards unconditional love, to be truthful. You know, at one point, like when my grandma, she got pregnant when she was 15, she got kicked out of school because that was just wrong. That was just, no. You know, you couldn't do that. And then you had to get married. You had to get married. So she was forced to get married. And she had a kid at 15 and 16, you know, and it was just like, that's bad, that's bad. Well, then she and her husband didn't work out, so they divorced. Well, then that was shunned, you know. And then it got to be later on where other people divorced, like when I was a child or even an early adult, and they just hated each other because, you know, you got to hate each other. You can't divorce peacefully. And I do feel that this is changing as well, where people, if they do divorce or do split or break up or whatever the situation is, I do see a lot of friendships happening and karma clearing going on there. So, Twin Flame Nation, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I see reconciliation and some connection. I don't see this to your person either. I see this like, unless you're with your person already, you know, you guys broke up, but Throw away labels, guys, right now. It's not about labels anymore, and that's one thing that we have to learn is not to have labels on people because it's creating diversity. Okay? It's creating groups of people. It's just like being racist or judgmental or putting oneself on a pedestal because I am a soul connection, I am a twin flame, I'm a soulmate, whatever, you know? And that's why I feel like last year with our readings were more directed to put everybody up on their high horse into their ego to knock you back down on your ass. So you can, you know, realize that we're all the same. Okay? That's really what I feel happened last year. Yeah. I see some heart-to-heart conversations and red flags and issues and connections coming to an end, codependency in particular, and reconciliation for some of you, okay? You'll have to let me know. Karmic partners to me are soulmates with karma. That's how I see it, okay? That's how I see it. Actually, yeah, you know, there are people that get with karmics, and, you know, honestly, we have karma all over the place in past lives. The karma's created, you know, it's energy. So, absolutely, you can make it work with a karmic, and not all of you are going to get in union. Like I said, some of you, your person's still on the other side in the other dimension. Okay. So we'll get some messages here. Yeah, they're feeling your presence, you know, like I said, it's an energetic connection. You're always going to be connected in some level, telepathic communication, this sort of thing. And they're feeling that. And I think they're knowing what it is as well. Okay? They never meant to hurt you. It's their problem. And just remember that it is their problem they have to deal with. You can't fix them. Okay? They don't want to explain themselves. They don't want to apologize. They don't, you know, they feel your distance here, and they don't want to have to try to figure it out and explain themselves. Okay? They know they've been selfish, putting themselves first. Well, Diane, that's up to you what you want to do next. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. That's up to you. Okay? And that's your healing process and your decision to make. Okay? But if you feel like you need somebody to make you happy, then there's some work that needs to be done. Okay? I do think about a future with you in it. They are protecting your connection. You're welcome. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just passing along the messages, okay? I'm done running from this connection. So some of them are going to cave in. And some of you might even be friends with your person here. Okay, that might be the case. That you can make that work. I don't feel these have to be only romance. Some people disagree with me. I mean, that's... It doesn't matter what other readers feel. Okay? It doesn't. That's just what I feel. Okay? There's still the unconditional love aspect there. Some people, you know, feel like their person's like, you know, like their twin in utero type of feeling, like a sibling. It's an identical twin. Okay? Some of them are situating karma, or you're situating karma. They're always reminded of you. It never ends. They want to make things right. And they do love you, okay? So guys, hope that helped. And just remember, your mission work will come to you. Do something nice for somebody this week. See how you feel. See where that feeling drives you to your next place, okay? Just do something nice. Whatever you're driven to do, you'll be guided to do it, okay? I left a 25 tip for a waiter the other day. Just felt like I should have. No, I should have left him more. And as you go through awakenings as well, you start to realize that money does not mean anything. And I always feel like that you guys got my back. The universe has my back somehow, some way. I want to travel. I want to meet my followers. I want to meet my clients. And I've actually talked to some about this, which is so funny. This is how fast I manifest. I think about this stuff, and then they're like messaging me like, hey, I'd like to meet you, yada, yada, yada. So I do feel like it's going to happen just the way it's meant to happen. But you have to believe in yourself, okay? So you guys will have a different perspective on money. That it's just a tool to navigate life. It's a tool to help. And honestly, I actually saw a vision that down the road there won't be money anymore. And that was kind of weird, but yeah. to want a man to be there for you. Is it wrong? No, nothing is wrong. Okay. But when it comes down to it, needing a man to be there for you is having a codependency issue and having some healing issues within yourself, because the only person that can 100% be there for you is you. Okay. And that's where you need to get within union within self, because breaking codependency problems is a really huge thing. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people want to meet me. I don't know how to go about that though. Okay. So, where are you from? I've been thinking about doing events. It actually crossed my mind. And then I was thinking about going to Florida with my daughter. And then one of my followers works at Disney World. And I didn't even say anything, but she's like, hey, I can hook you up with tickets or whatever. I'm like, that is weird because I just talked about going to Florida. So, you don't need a man. You don't need a man. I promise you, you don't need a man. I've been to Daytona Beach. Are you an event planner? See, we all got to work together, guys. We got to spread this. We got to work together. Yeah, I don't even borrow money. I just give it to people. Like, here you go. That's how I am. I want to go to Australia, but that is so expensive. But yeah, I really want to go to Australia, but it's like a lot. So maybe eventually that'll manifest and let me go to Australia. I don't want to go right now with just Aster there. But yeah, Vastia is from there, and yeah, I had a lot of friends in Australia, and I'm supposed to be going to England in April, but I need to redo my tickets. Kansas isn't that far away. Yeah, I do want to put together some things for sure, but I need to get together with other people that want to do it as well. I know Charlotte's talked about doing some traveling type stuff as well. So I don't know if she's still thinking about that or not, but I know I discussed it with her a few months back. Yeah, like I said, your mission comes to you. I promise it comes to you. You don't have to think too deeply on it, okay? Just make it a goal this week to do one nice thing for somebody, okay? You don't have to have money to do it, like I said. You don't. You don't have to be rich. Well, hopefully I get enough money to do all this traveling. I think it'll happen. I know it will happen. I gotta manifest it, right? Which part of Minnesota? The cities, I'm guessing, because I'm way down in Hicksville. Yeah, I honestly had this vision of money being extinct, like gone. It was just really weird. Oh, yep, that's up in the cities. I'm about 2 hours from there. Yeah, I have done one convention type of thing with other light workers, and it was a lot of positive energy surrounding that, and I felt more comfortable, you know. So yeah, if you guys want to try to work something out, you can message me, and we can like see about some sort of events and that sort of thing, and see what can be done. Just a matter of me getting to the events, and up where I'm at, there's not a lot of opportunity here. So okay, yeah. Um, I'd like to go around and do some readings and some talking, and not I'm not really being pulled towards the twin flame label so much as I am being pulled towards like loving yourself and what you can do for your mission work, and like going on that sort of side of things. So yeah, I'm sure something will manifest. You'll have to drop me a message or email, or Facebook Messenger works the best for me. However, guys, if I don't answer you, it's because I got like 500 messages. I do want to go to California. I've never been there. You guys, I am so sheltered. A cruise, I actually thought of that one day, like having a cruise with everybody on it. Yeah. But I live in like a town of 1,000 people, and Christian small community. And I had to just learn not to care what people think and come out with my work, and that's what I did. So, um, you can make fun of me all I want because I'm still gonna do what I gotta do. That's all there is to it. I want to do something up in the cities. I have a couple of friends that I'm in contact with in the cities, and they watch my channel regularly. So, and actually, I got two of them in Rochester, and then some of them in Wisconsin. So I'm kind of like in between. I'm in Minnesota, but by Iowa and Wisconsin as well. Yeah, I do. I need to move. But then part of me is like, maybe I'm here to kind of open up people's minds too, you know? Oh, yeah? Yeah, I need to travel. And that's like literally in my astrology chart is to travel. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Boston. I actually wouldn't mind even like living on the road. Seriously, I wouldn't like just traveling and doing my stuff. I would like to see New Zealand, yes. Don't worry about your DM. Don't worry about them. They'll do their stuff in divine timing, guys. Try not to dwell on that. All right? That's why my readings aren't even really directed at anymore. I can't even read that stuff anymore. It's so weird. SRT clearing. I'm not answering questions like that. Like, when is he coming back? When is he doing this and that? Like, literally, guys, I can't. Like, people ask me that in readings, and I tune in, and I'm not allowed to see it anymore because it's not part of what I'm supposed to be doing. So, I'm sorry. Just the truth. Yeah. Yeah, work on yourself. I'm going to England in April, as far as I know, but then I got a message I need to redo my plane ticket or something because it was overbooked or whatever. I don't know. So I have to redo that. The only problem is I have such horrifying anxiety traveling in the coach part of a plane when there's a lot of people. It's really tough on me. It's so tough on me. I'm so anxious. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Devon, I believe, for the most part, but I'll be in London at some point as well. I love flying. It's just that when the planes are like packed and I'm in coach or I'm like in a bad seat or something, it's just like I absorb every like energy and I get anxious and it's really tough. So, but I do not mind traveling alone. I've done it twice, three times maybe. I don't remember. No problem doing that. That's right. That is why I feel like that a lot of you have a wedge in your connection right now. Why you got shut off from your connection, why you got turned off by your connection is because you're supposed to be working on you. And, you know, if you don't focus on the right things, then the universe is going to say, hey, what about you? Yeah, I did first class one time. That was a lot more relaxing, but that's a lot of money, you know? So I suppose I should get to some readings as much as I can handle anyways before I'm like passed out. So yeah, if you guys want to try to set up like things or whatever, just let me know. We can try to do that. Yeah, I already did the actual reading. You'll have to back up. Okay. And if people want to timestamp things, that's fine as well. Do what you want to do. Okay, guys, I'm going to hop off and do some readings. Okay, you guys have a good evening.